Hello and welcome back. I tried to be a little bit early today, and here I am. What? Okay, stream has started. And before I get to what I'm going to be working on today, I want to show you what I did between last stream and this stream. Between last stream and this stream, I worked on the environment, and I added a few details on the shelves. I imported a fire extinguisher, a helmet, and I made a box for a first aid kit. And I also made a book for these shelves. Just going to close out this file. I'm going to go to the book to show you. Book. Book. So what I decided to do is have this book where I can change it to fit any need. So I can adjust its height, zero that out, adjust its width, and adjust its depth. So that it can pretty good. That way not all the books are the same size, and there's a pretty good amount of differences in between them. Still thinking about which book's gonna be bigger than which book. I don't know, I might make that quite funny. There we go, closed. Now, going to open up a new file. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to reference images. I didn't save it. I thought I saved it. Maybe I accidentally saved it to the temporary backup. Nope. Nope, I didn't. Let's see. Probably not. Okay, I'm gonna have to either get it or just go from scratch, and I think going from scratch would be more fun. So, Shift A, and we're gonna do circle. Why not? Do I need 32 vertices? 24 works good. So we're going to tab into edit mode, extrude, not about that much. Gonna extrude and shift Z to extrude, not scale and shift Z. Just a little bit. And we have round disk. Okay. Oh yeah, okay, I'll do it that way. So now we need some pockets. So I'm gonna extrude it. So then we're gonna take this, we're gonna extrude downward. And delete faces. Actually, no, not with that one. Gonna extrude, scale, and we're gonna have to fix a little bit of this, but or a lot of it. Let's do 3D cursor. Okay, so let's try to select this one, scale along the X. Now this would not work, but EZ. See? So that's a pretty good job. Oh, I'm sorry, just something I overheard being talked about in another room scared me a little bit. Take these. And these. Move it a little bit further out. Now I'm going to check to see if adding subdivision would be a good idea or a bad idea. You know what? That is not all bad. Not all bad at all. So, now, that's, you know, the pocket. And make more of them. Maybe. Or I can make smaller ones. I think that's smaller ones is what I'm gonna do. It's kind of like pocket for your main tool, like small tools and like maybe screws. You know, this would be the pocket for screws, and then everyone else would be the where you put your tools. Probably no one's watching. Everyone's watching Olympics. Why am I not watching Olympics? So I'm going to extrude this 0.606. I think is what I decided. But I think I'm going to go with 0.1. And maybe skip 8.1. Then 8.1. And then just get rid. Well, I'm gonna have to get rid of them anyway. Maybe. Oh well. So let's just go with this one. So E scale. Then bridge adds loops. So whenever we redo this, turn into a sleeve. And basically we're just going to do that. This one over here, this one over here, and this one over here. I think I'm going to try to not mess up. So whenever we extrude, we're going to scale like this, Shift Z, so we're not scaling along the Z axis. And then bridge edge loops. Look. Yeah, it looks pretty good. So eventually what we're going to do is we're going to assign this to be cloth. But I don't want to do that for right now. Do this. We're going to extrude by pressing E, then scale by pressing S, Shift C. It gets so boring after so many times of hearing it, somebody say what they're doing. Now, tell me if I'm wrong, but sometimes as a viewer, I just like to listen to people talk about something else. Which the Olympics is going on. And it's pretty nice. It's nice. So the main point in making this is I'm going to put it's ambiance. All animations have ambiance. Objects that don't get used, except for they add detail. They add a storyline. So this is a tool belt, and it's going to be I'm going to put a sticker on it at some point in time. I don't know what the sticker's going to say. Maybe something. Something. But I just don't know what. Probably just for sale. But I don't know what other thing it might say. But I do know I could have done this differently. Mark. Nope. Bridge edge loops. Now let's show this. And hey, randomly we got ourselves a nice little tool belt. Let's see. Cloth presets. We'll go with leather. Now, whenever you pin an area, which I don't think we're going to be doing, except so that area doesn't move. So go up here and here, for example, and I pinned this. Everything else would fall. This would stay in place, and then everything else would fall according to this not moving. So it's not really realistic. Now, by default, it has cloth collision, but we also want it to have self collision, which will mean this right here, if it decides to fall that way, it won't fall through the mesh. Let's do 5. 0.001. So, but we will go into face select. This. We're going to add a vertex group, and we're going to call this stiffness. Cloth. And I'm selecting highly unorthodox way. These as sign. So select and deselect. Select, deselect. Gonna unlock that. And cloth. Okay. So I'm going to take this, save. It's already going to be saving in 3D objects, and I'm going to entitle it as tool belt. Okay, so that's saved. Now I'm going to open up the stair scene. I'm going to shift, no wait, yeah, I think shift A for some odd reason. Append. Interesting. I'm gonna actually have to scale this one up. Just a little bit. So I'm gonna have to do this. I'm gonna say rigid body and then animated. Rigid body, animated. That's for mesh. This is for mesh. Start as close as I can to its resting point. And now I did something wrong. What did I do? Maybe collision. I think it's collision. Oh yeah. Move. I think it also has to be on the same layer. Yep, same layer. Now, I'm just gonna have to fix that for some odd reason. So Alt R. See. Let's see. Cloth stiffness. So if we include these, the cloth stiffness, and then rotate that back, rotate this back, and then say cloth cache bake. Now, what thinking about that, that is a little bit big. So we're going to probably by about double the size it needs to be. So Alt S. And if we played it right now, for some other reason it would probably do that. Free the bake. Free all bakes. Move it back. Now it's not changing back to its extra large scale, and we're going to say bake. Okay, so that's done, and for some reason that didn't fix this. Problems, 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 problems. Well, I have no clue how, but I'm gonna fix it. Let's see. Well, there is one way I can fix this. And this time it's going to make a whole lot slower. At this point, if this was a VOD, I'd be telling you, come back in a couple of years. It's a good thing that all I have to do is simulate this once. Probably, but probably not really. So I'm going to see how it's doing right now. And that is horrible, I must say. It's not even self-collisioning correctly. And it would have fallen, just kept on falling because, well, the baluster and that was the only thing that had collision detection. Well, it looks like this part of the project wasn't gonna be as quick as I would have hoped. But let's try one more thing. Free all bakes. Cloth stiffness scaling is going to be set off. Let's try one. And then making all dynamics. Exit out of that. Oh, there's a lot of... Probably gonna be at this for a while. Well, I hope you folks have a good day. And hopefully by tomorrow I will have this all sorted out. Bye-bye.